Hello everyone. In this topic, we are going to discuss about different distributed models like peer-to-peer communication, message-oriented model, and then remote procedure call. So let us see what is peer-to-peer communication. As we already know that client-server architecture, what is a client, what is a server. So in this topic, we are again going to repeat the same thing. Here in peer-to-peer architecture, two different nodes will be there, two different systems will be there. So whereas in client server architecture, one client will request, server will provide, but in peer-to-peer communication, the two nodes or two machines will have same responsibility, like equal responsibility. The two participants are same. Here any computer can initiate the request, it can initiate the communication to another, and each computer is responsible for making the resources. An example for this technology, this model is socket. Whereas in socket communication, there will be 2 points. And point one will trigger a request. Point two will accept that request, and then again it will send the data. Like for example, if we see here, whenever this computer wants to talk or communicate with the second computer, first it will create a communication, then from that connection it will write some data, then the second computer can read the data. Next again the second computer can write the data, the first computer can read the data. And a real-time example we can say WhatsApp. Now in WhatsApp, whenever we friends are discussing or communicating, one person, for example, I can send a message, the other person can see the message, and again he can send or she can send the message back to me. Like this in peer-to-peer communication, two models, two components or two computers, two machines will be there which are equal responsible. Any machine can provide the request, any machine can provide the resources. Next model is message system paradigm, or we can say message oriented middleware. In this model, there will be two nodes or two machines. One is receiver, one is sender. In between the receiver and sender, one message system will be there which will act as a mediator or an interface between the sender and the receiver. So whenever a sender wants to send a message, this sender will deposit the message in this message system. Now this message system will send the message to the receiver in a queue. So whenever the receiver is free to read, it will read the message. And in this messaging model, it is categorized into two models. One is point to point, one is publish and subscribe. In point to point model, there will be one sender for each and every receiver. So one sender will send a message to the message system. This is also called as queue. So this queue will give a response to the receiver. So the receiver will read the data. Again, if second sender wants to send, it will send a message to the second receiver. Like, for example, in WhatsApp, a real-time example, WhatsApp, if I wanted to send a message to a particular contact, I can select the contact, I can send. In between me and the receiver, one message system will be there. It will hold the message for some time till the receiver free. Whenever the receiver is free, it will send the message to the receiver. So if I wanted to send a message to another person, again I need to open the more second contact. I need to send the message. Whereas in the case of publisher and subscriber, uh, a message queue will be there. A list of participants are there. These participants will register for a particular topic. So a sender will send a message through the message system, but the message will be sent to all the participants at a time. For example, if we take a WhatsApp group, we will have some groups, right? So in a group, whoever registered for the group, they will be participant. So if I wanted to send a message, I can send a message. That message will be received by all the participants. Means I'll publish a message. That message will be sent to all the subscribers. So if the subscriber wanted to receive a message, they have to subscribe to a particular topic or a particular group. Whenever a publisher sends a message, that will be sent to all the subscribers. One more example we can give now, Vodafone service or Airtel service. So they'll send a message, common message to all the Airtel subscribers. The same message will be sent to all the Airtel users. Like that, in publish subscribe model, a message will be sent to all the registered participants at a time. Whereas in point-to-point model, one person can send to another person or one machine can send a message to another machine. This is about messaging models. Now, the next technology is remote procedure call. As the applications are growing or the applications are becoming complex or large, we cannot use the previous models like message oriented model. So to avoid this, we are going for the new technology that is remote procedure call, and this is based on object-oriented technology. Whereas in this model, there will be two processes will be there, process A, process B. So whenever a process wants to communicate with the process B, it will call a procedure and pass the arguments. So process B will take the request, it will process the arguments, it will send the response back to the process A. So in remote procedure call, two machines will be there. Those two machines will be located in the same area or in different, like for example, I have a computer. In the same computer, the sender will be there as well as the receiver will be there. Or we can take two different machines. Two different machines can also be communicated. So machine A will call a process or a procedure with arguments. Machine B will take the call with the arguments. It will process the data and send the response back to the machine one. This is remote procedure call. Whereas same kind of technology is the remote method invocation. That is an object-oriented methodology. It also same where a client or a machine one wants to communicate with the machine two. Then it will call a method using objects. So the second machine will take the response or it will take the call. It will process the data. It will give the response back to the machine one. So we will see the RPC and RMI in detail in the lab with an example also. So these are different technologies. So far we have discussed about peer-to-peer model, message-oriented model, remote procedure call. This is about today's class. Thank you.